One day, when I came home from work, I found my mother crying. "What's wrong, Mom?" I asked. She looked at me with fearful eyes and said, "Your brother. Look at your brother. He's gone mad." I quickly rushed to my brother's room, but nothing seemed out of place. "Ahmet, is everything okay, brother?" I asked. He replied, "I'm fine. Everything is fine." I didn't want to push further and left it at that. The next day, when I came home again, I felt something strange as I walked up the stairs. It was like the front door of our house was moving further away. Just as I was trying to figure out what was going on, I heard my mother scream. I rushed to the door, feeling the urgency, and fumbled for my keys in my pocket. Suddenly, I heard a strange, rasping sound from inside, definitely not human. I panicked, thinking someone was attacking my mother. I rushed in, and I saw my mother and younger sister, Fusun, staring at me in horror. "Mom, what happened?" I asked. Again, Ahmet lost it. "He attacked me and Fusun," she replied. I was furious. Either my mother was lying to me, or my brother had truly lost his mind. I looked into my mother's terrified eyes once again, and Fusun, only 5 years old, was too scared to speak. I was on edge, but before I could rush to Ahmet's room, he suddenly appeared in the doorway. For the first time, I felt a shiver run down my spine looking at my younger brother. He stared at me, almost as if he was glaring at me with hostility. Then he turned around and walked back to his room. I hurried after him, calling out, "Ahmet." But he turned to face me and shouted, "Leave me alone, Bruo." I was so angry. "I'll kill you, son. Dad is coming soon. You better tell me everything, or things will get ugly. I'll tell him you attacked Mom." He looked at me with pleading eyes and said, "All right, give me some time. I'll explain everything." That night, after everyone went to bed, I decided to keep an eye on Ahmet. I quietly crept into his room. He was asleep, but just as I turned around, a voice in my head warned me, "Your brother is watching you." I spun around, but he wasn't looking. I convinced myself I was imagining things and went to bed, but sleep wouldn't come. It was as if Ahmet was right next to me, staring at me. This won't do, I thought. I'll spend the whole day tomorrow keeping an eye on him. The next morning, I got up early and told my mom, "I'll be back by 10 a.m. Ahmet was awake when I left, but now he was distant, avoiding me completely. Before I left, he asked, "Did you sleep well last night?" I froze for a moment before hurrying out without answering. At 10 a.m., I arrived home and slipped into the kitchen where I could see my brother's room from the window. I'd already closed the curtains, leaving just a tiny gap to peek through. I saw him sitting alone on the couch, rubbing his knees. Suddenly, he stopped and our eyes met. My heart dropped. He knew I was watching him. I quickly entered his room, furious. But the moment I touched him, I realized his body was stiff as a board, like a statue. I screamed for my mom, "Mom, come quick." But when I held his hand, it felt like it was about to snap. Then he whispered in a chilling voice, "I'll kill you." His body trembled. I couldn't believe what was happening. His eyes turned pitch black and his fingers twisted in unnatural ways. I was frozen, unable to move. My mom rushed in, calling, "Ahmet, my son." I couldn't understand what was happening. His body was locked in place, his head tilted backward, eyes dark as night. I noticed something, a notebook on the floor. I picked it up and opened it, seeing strange writing inside. Before I could read more, he let out an ear-piercing scream and shouted, "Don't touch that." The notebook fell from my hands. I was terrified he wasn't human anymore. The room grew cold, and my mom began reading verses from the Quran, praying desperately. Ahmet, in a voice not his own, screamed, I'm coming, pointing to the window. I was confused what was happening. The whole situation felt like a nightmare. Suddenly, the door flew open and a religious leader entered the room. I couldn't comprehend what was happening. Who was this person? Ahmet screamed when he saw him, and the man started reciting Quranic verses. "Let go of him," he ordered us, and for the first time, I felt a chilling fear running through my veins. The man told me something that chilled me to the bone. This house is cursed. He explained that a family had lived there before us, but they had also experienced terrifying events. Their child had gone missing one night, and when they went looking for him, they heard his screams from behind a closed door. The child had vanished without a trace. The man then revealed, "You must leave this house within 3 days, or else one of you will fall victim to it." My family and I left the house, but strange things continued happening. 3 years later, when I had to visit the old neighborhood, I decided to check on the house. It was abandoned, with a danger, no entry sign at the gate. As I passed by, I saw the front door slightly open. The house seemed to be calling me, but I quickly turned away. I would never go near that house again. The memories were too terrifying. If this chilling tale gave you goosebumps, don't forget to hit subscribe and join the Real Ghost Chronicles family for more spine-tingling stories every week. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the story, and share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from fellow ghost story fans. Your support helps us bring more creepy content. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next haunting episode. Stay safe, keep your lights on, and as always, don't look behind you. Winking face.